Thank you, Points of Light, for having us. My name is Blessing Offer. The first song I'm going to play for you is called Time. And for me, this song was just about how the ultimate healer is, in fact, time. Money will buy everything in the world except all of the things that matter. And beauty will fool you in every way and then leave your heart only shattered. The thunderstorms, the sun is warm, the baby's born. Everything does what it was put here for. That's why love endures, love endures. Put hate on the outside and love endures. Love endures, yeah. 'Cause power don't care about you. Power don't care about you. No, power don't care about you. But I do, I do, I do, I do. Famous will get you on all different stages, but they don't know your middle name. They'll tell you they love you in every way, but they don't know nothing about your pain. The thunderstorms, the sun is warm, the baby's born. Everything does what it was put here for. That's why love endures, love endures. Put hate on the outside and love endures. Love endures, yeah. 'Cause power don't care about you. Power don't care about you. No, power don't care about you. But I do, I do, I do, yeah. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you heal alright. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you feel just fine. Good old time. 'Cause power don't care about you. Power don't care about you. No, power don't care about you, baby. But I do, I do, I do, yeah. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you heal just fine. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you feel alright. Good old time, old time. Old time, old time, old time. Yes, it will. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you heal alright. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you feel just fine. Good old time, old time. Old time will make you heal alright. Good old time. Thank you, Points of Light. Appreciate it.
the world has been forever changed. An invisible enemy affecting vulnerable populations, creating widespread sickness and loss of life, and social and economic injustice exposed in a way that cannot be unseen and can no longer be left unaddressed. But this world health crisis and our shared determination to stand for equality and justice has also exposed a common goodness in our humanity, the best of the human spirit springing to action, to comfort, to help, to heal. For decades, Points of Light has encouraged and cultivated the transformational power of people. A vision for a world in which no one sits on the sidelines. Neighbors helping neighbors. Volunteers delivering acts of kindness, bringing relief. Communities taking action in service to others. Corporate citizens dedicated to helping solve problems big and small. Points of Light mobilizes millions of people to take action where it's needed most, and now, when the needs of our neighbors have never been greater. It's time to be a light against the darkness. Join and shine your light of hope on tomorrow.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor to welcome you to this year's George H.W. Bush Points of Light Awards celebration. I feel so blessed to be joining you on this virtual stage with two of the most inspiring women I know, my sister Barbara and our cousin Wendy Stapleton.
Given the unique set of circumstances we're all facing, and the fact that we couldn't gather in New York as we did last year, what we'll be sharing with you during this celebration has been recorded by our talented team at Points of Light. As we continue to embrace the need for social distancing and bring this celebration to you virtually, we're thrilled to welcome guests from all over the world, logging on from the comfort of their own homes.
As our Gampy always said, we all have something to give. He spoke often about 1,000 points of light. He imagined a world where each and every one of us takes the initiative and the responsibility to make a difference. The 2020 George H.W. Bush Points of Light honorees exemplify this spirit. In addition to this year's awardees, we've curated stories about people just like you who have stepped up in ways big and small to help others during this unpredictable year. While 2020 has brought us unprecedented challenges, it has also brought us a moment in time when the idea of 1,000 points of light is more visible than ever before.
Between the global pandemic, the movement for racial justice, rising unemployment, and economic uncertainty, we have been reminded through the small acts of kindness we have seen that we have a shared humanity. We care deeply for our family and friends and for our neighbors, our larger communities, those who bring us essential services, and so many others we encounter in our daily lives. You'll see that and even feel it in the stories we share during tonight's celebration. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making tonight possible. Their continued support is a welcome reminder that when we all focus on doing something good for the world, the possibilities of what we can accomplish are endless. And a huge thank you to our friends who continue to generously support Points of Light.
Let's get started. I'm so excited to introduce a man whose music has inspired so many. His positivity is undeniable, and his message is exactly what we need to hear right now. So without further ado, please welcome my very good friend, Blessing Offer, as he performs Waiting on the Sun.
Thank you, Points of Light. This song is called Waiting on the Sun. It is about being patient during some hard times. Before that, I'd like to take a moment of silence for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was an iconic leader, public servant, lived the civic life to its absolute fullest. Give me the chance to be those who are good to me. Give me the heart to be good to all my enemies, and give me the understanding to find joy in my circumstances, find peace in the pain, 'cause I know I'm not the only one. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain while I'm waiting on the sun. I'd rather be a fool 1,000 times and the victim 1,001 than to lose this heart of mine that believes so much in love. Give me the understanding to find joy in my circumstances, find peace in the pain, 'cause I know I'm not the only one. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain while I'm waiting on the sun. 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 Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain. Show me how to sing in the rain while I'm waiting on the sun. Thank you, Points of Light.
Thank you, Blessing, for that amazing performance. What a great way to start off our celebration. We are honored to share stories about our award recipients this evening, but we're also excited to bring you stories of people from every walk of life who were nominated by you for the Inspiration Honor Roll, which you can see at the Points of Light website. We curated a handful of those stories for Inspiration Spotlights for this celebration. There is no better person to share these stories with you than our family friend, the talented and very giving Reba McEntire.
You know me as a performer, a singer, and an actress. But what also fills my heart is helping others in building better communities through volunteering. The Points of Light network of dedicated volunteers are so inspiring, and I'm honored to share some of the incredible stories about the people who are committed to shining their light for all the world to see.
This community needs love, and I found it very important for me to get out here and start, using my voice and using my platform to bring everyone together. Let Durham know that we are all on the same team, because there are young Black boys that, are upset. So let's just connect with them and see what's going on in our community. And let's see how big of a change in our community we can make by just talking, and getting people to listen and open up. Community to me means family. The minute I meet you, you're family to me. I will do anything for you.
Atados has the aim to mobilize people for social causes. We started as a website that connects volunteers with a lot of NGOs. When you act in a cause with your heart, with your mind, with your talents, everything transforms. And I invite everyone to do something with your heart. For me, this is volunteering, is to transform something and to learn something during this path, during this way.
We volunteer for Jewish Family Services, Meals on Wheels.
During the pandemic, we deliver anywhere from 10 to 12 meals each day, and I believe we've delivered at least 400 meals. It's one of these things, the more you do, the more you want to do.
I think my favorite part is just looking them in the eye.
Just that moment of eye contact is a beautiful connection, and it's meaningful to them and to us.
Truly inspiring stories, truly inspiring people. This is what giving back to our communities can look like. When we all realize that the more we give, the better off we'll be, we can start to build a better world for ourselves, our family, and friends, and our neighbors.
Communities across the globe are being rocked by the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, unemployment, homelessness, and economic disparity. The world is grappling with racial inequality, access to good healthcare, and the refugee crisis.
But there is still hope. It's never been more important to find ways to give back than it is right now.
Through our experiences as competitive athletes and Olympians, Alex and I have been able to travel the world. We've seen firsthand that impactful change is possible when people come together.
Maya and I are committed to making a difference by getting involved and taking action. This year, with the help of our friends and supporters, we've raised over $40,000 to support the grassroots movement Get Us PPE. They are working to provide essential personal protective equipment for frontline workers across the country.
An international organization that we support and believe in is Right to Play. They continue protecting, educating, and empowering 2.3 million children around the world with their programs even during these challenging times. Using innovative techniques like radio and television broadcasts, they help children heal from the harsh realities of war and abuse, share information on how they can protect themselves from disease, and assist them as they pursue quality educations that give them a brighter future.
Our work must continue. We believe in the power of humanity and the power of volunteerism. We believe that every person discovering and tapping into their ability to create change will build a better tomorrow.
Without the support of people like you, organizations and individual efforts like those you are seeing tonight would not exist.
Throughout tonight's program, we hope you're inspired. Points of Light was founded on the premise that we all have something to give. Join us in continuing to shine a light and support the volunteers who make our communities stronger.
Text CELEBRATE to 80888 to join the team and help Points of Light build a better tomorrow.
When R. Gampy said any definition of a successful life must include serving others, I know he was talking about exactly what Maya and Alex are doing every day to make a difference. And I know he'd be so proud of the work we saw in the Inspiration Spotlight. Thank you to all of you who were featured and to all the other Points of Light who you represent. We celebrate all of you.
Thank you for joining us for the George H.W. Bush Points of Light Awards. I hope you are enjoying the inspirational stories. Let them be a light for all of us. This year, communities worldwide are facing unprecedented challenges, from COVID-19 to an outcry for social and economic justice and equity. Every day, we're reminded that our world is not a perfect place, but we have the power to create change. And that is precisely why the world needs Points of Light, the millions of individuals that our work supports, and the change makers we represent. Points of Light is a global nonprofit with a mission to inspire, equip, and mobilize people to take action that changes the world. For every one volunteer, an average of 6 people receives the essential food, shelter, and healthcare services they need. Every contribution made to Points of Light helps to build a society where it is easy to get involved and impossible to sit on the sidelines. We envision a world in which every individual discovers their power to create change. As we celebrate the accomplishments of this year's honorees and the actions of other ordinary people doing extraordinary things, we are reminded that in times of adversity, we must come together and never lose sight of the good in our world.
Doing good for others and for our community gives our lives purpose. And today we see many companies leading the way by ingraining purpose into their business practice and valuing it alongside profit. Employees and consumers expect brands to take a stand. Hamdi Ulukaya, founder and CEO of Chobani and founder of the Tent Partnership for Refugees, and a 2020 George H.W. Bush Points of Light awardee, exemplifies this leadership. Hamdi is deeply committed to caring for Chobani employees and the communities where they live and work. From day one, the company has donated a portion of its profits to charitable causes, many of them in Idaho and New York, where their products are made. Hamdi also launched the Chobani Food Incubator to mentor and support socially responsible food entrepreneurs and further deliver on the company's mission to provide better food for more people. He founded the Tent Partnership for Refugees to mobilize the private sector to improve the lives of more than 25 million refugees around the globe. And Hamdi has signed the Giving Pledge, committing the majority of his personal wealth to this cause.
What we do right now, how we behave right now, how we act right now is going to matter what kind of society, what kind of humanity, what kind of country, what kind of community we will have, years from now. For me, growing up on the eastern part of Turkey as a Kurdish boy, part of a tribe, farming and making cheese and yogurts up in the mountains, the world of business, the world of, commerce was far away from us. But if somebody whispered in my ear one day is by focusing on making this most beautiful yogurt, you could somehow, one way or another, in a small way, you could make an impact in community. It would be hard to believe. Doing good, it has to be embedded in every single day's act of business. That's what I believe. If you do it right, it becomes one of the most powerful drive in the business. The new model is the real model, is always been, is the stakeholder. The stakeholders are your people, your community, your consumer, and humanity and world all together is your stakeholders. During this pandemic, from my own family, I look at it from my own Chobani family. How can we be part of the community right now? That people are suffering, that people don't have access to food, that people are worried. And how can we be the light in their doorstep? How can we be light in their communities? Chobani is made of many, many different people. It's not only me. Some of them refugees, some of them, so many generations are from here. Some of them are farmers. Some of them are people who moved here to be part of Chobani. And realize that for a refugee, the minute they get a job, that's the minute they stop being a refugee. And I thought this simple idea of having an access to job is something that we could do as an entrepreneurs and as businesses. So I formed Tent to get more businesses to be aligned. And we have about 130 multinational big companies making amazing commitments. And if I think about President Bush, I think about humanity. I think about the volunteerism and making life better for the others and being part of the community. Thank you so much for this beautiful award, this beautiful recognition. My promise is I'll continue to do what I know what to do, which is make delicious yogurts and with every cup try to make the world a better place.
As you can see, Hamdi sparked a movement with his own company, inspiring a spirit of giving back. Throughout this year, as we have adapted to working and going to school from home, meeting only in small groups while socially distancing, and wearing masks to run errands, one of the bright spots has been the stories of people doing something to help a neighbor or an essential worker, bringing a smile to a patient or a customer's face.
Through Points of Light, ordinary people are choosing to make an extraordinary difference. Whether it's in working to provide the necessary PPE equipment for the safety of our healthcare workers, helping deliver balanced and nutritious meals for the underserved, or creating more testing facilities in communities dealing with rising COVID-19 cases. These stories of unselfish acts of kindness are what we need now more than ever.
Our mission here at Shield LA is to provide personal protective equipment. In this case, our focus has been face shields to all the frontline workers. What really makes our design of this face shield special is the fact that we were able to reduce the manufacturing steps down to one.
We were also able to produce them at extremely low cost because making a profit was not our goal.
We were able to raise around $26,000, and that was really a big push to help us.
People would donate to our cause, and then we would donate the shields directly to the people on the floor.
Just knowing the impact you're making, it's really been the motivating factor.
Every shield was protecting a nurse. That's the part that gives me chills, you know. That's the part that really gets me.
The mission of my organization is to educate and advocate on behalf of marginalized populations, to ensure that educated policy decisions are made by lawmakers and other individuals in power. As far as working with COVID, we've been able to distribute hundreds of gallons of hand sanitizer, cleaning products, as well as PPE to first responders and organizations that need it. If you see an issue within your community, I would encourage you to act on it. While change takes the concerted effort of many, it is the voice of one that inspires that change. Be that voice.
Our mission with Pearl's Memory Babies is just to bring happiness and comfort to the Alzheimer's and dementia patients who are lonely out there and who need purpose in their life again, and let them know that they're loved.
If somebody is in need of something, you fill the void, whether it's taking a meal, spending time with that person, or giving them a baby doll and a puppy. And just to make them feel like they matter, they're special, because every one of us and every one of them matter.
I hope everybody can see this and know that everybody knows someone and they can all make a difference. And just spend time hugging them. They miss that more than anything.
The mission of North Shore Fabric Masks for Health Professionals is to help the community show support for healthcare workers. So the masks were the way that we could physically help people. And then we tried to put together a traveler of coffee that Starbucks donated, and snacks and food. We had children that were making cards for healthcare workers. And we would put those all together in a big care package, and then we would deliver those to the different places. Everyone who's been a part of trying to reach these goals has just really felt purpose through this. Instead of feeling helpless, we've really felt like we had a purpose. The power of community is amazing. And that's, I think, the biggest thing that I learned through this.
If these stories inspire you as much as they inspire me, then don't let this moment escape. Reach out to Points of Light. Find those opportunities in your community that you know could use your help. Once you give, that feeling of being part of something greater than ourselves, I promise you, it will be the greatest feeling you'll ever have.
With 4 out of 5 charitable organizations reporting that their mission is dependent upon volunteers, and on average, nearly 60% of their workforce is made up of volunteers, there is no ignoring the need for more resources. Now more than ever, the more we help, the more we can accomplish. 2020 George H.W. Bush Points of Light Award honoree, Sir Captain Thomas Moore, is well aware of this fact. When the global pandemic quickly began taxing healthcare resources, he decided to help. A British Army officer and veteran of World War II, at 100 years young, he is still focused on serving others.
I always try to believe that tomorrow will be a good day, than to always look on the bright side. Never, ever, ever put yourself into the depths of despair. It's not worth it. When we started in the family to have a suggestion I might raise some money, my son-in-law said, I'll give you a pound, that's the best part of $1, if you walk one length of the garden.
When my father was rehabilitating and he came out for that walk, and my husband said, keep walking, Tom, we'll give you £1 a lap. Do 100 by your 100th birthday. And then we said, well, let's go crazy and raise £1,000.
And she put it up to the local press, and from then on it escalated. We got money coming in from all over England to start with, and then from all over the world.
This was never anticipated. It was never a strategic goal. We didn't have a strategy. It was never a campaign. We thought we might reach the heady heights of raising £1,000. And we had done that within 2 days. And within a week, it was $500,000, and the rest you saw. But the most incredible thing, people from 163 countries had donated. That means only 32 didn't.
That's an enormous sum of money, isn't it?
Who could imagine?
Throughout the world. I had to look up my geography to make sure I knew where they all were, because they were spread throughout the world. As for the Queen, never, ever, ever in my life did I believe that I should have such an honour from the Queen, because she is such a magnificent person, and she came up so kindly. And I've said to her, I hope she was very careful with that big sword when she talks with it. And she must have heard me, because she said very quietly, she whispered, I'll be very gentle with you. And she was absolutely magnificent.
And who could imagine 22 weeks ago, that we were really at the centre of the world's biggest viral philanthropic lightning strike. And we've just tried to unite and do the right thing and do the best we can do, and we can do no more. But it has been a life pivot that we've tried to accept and deliver and push back all the love that's been sent to us. I don't think we can, it's hard to put it into words. We've just done the best that we can.
And I think we've done very well. I mean, as a family, we're all together. We have done well. And I will say thank you to throughout the world for all the assistance and help that you've given us, because it has been a magnificent effort on everyone's part. And I'm delighted to see you, to be able to say thank you to you. Thank you very much for your effort. It was great.
Thank you, Sir Captain Thomas Moore. What an incredible story, and what an incredible life dedicated to service and community. We're fortunate to have your leadership and commitment to stepping up for those in need, and hope others are inspired to follow in your footsteps. Leadership is critical in calling people to action to do good. That's why our Gampy used his bully pulpit in the White House to recognize volunteers and their contributions. He started a tradition of putting value to volunteering and service that was built upon by his successors. Their shared belief in the power of people is why all 4 former U.S. presidents serve as honorary chairs of this awards celebration. My father, President George W. Bush, joined his fellow honorary chairs, Presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, to bring you this special message.
Our world faces formidable challenges.
What was easy yesterday is difficult today.
What was sure is unsure.
What was taken for granted is now sorely missed.
But even in these difficult and uncertain times, we find hope.
We see resilience.
We see the human spirit. In these dark moments, we must not forget our own light.
A light that gives us power of the spirit, of the heart.
Inclined towards empathy and focused on action.
Individuals looking outside of themselves
and applying their time, talent, and resources
to help others. Points of light in the darkness.
Points of light joined by a shared belief that together we can create stronger communities
and a more just society.
Points of light that believe in the value of individual action
and the timeless values of duty and sacrifice.
And that even the smallest of those actions can have a profound impact.
You have the power.
You have the power.
You have the power to change the world.
Inspiring words from inspiring world leaders. Their messages reflect what we know to be true. Service unites. By giving back to those in need in our communities, we're certain that we can have a positive impact on the lives of many. And it's this belief that makes up the very fabric of this organization.
When my dad spoke of 1,000 points of light, he was referring to his deep belief in the power in each of us to make a difference in the lives of others. He founded Points of Light to inspire, equip, and mobilize more Americans to help our brothers and sisters, our communities, our country in times of need. Points of Light is at the center of a movement which has seen each of my father's successors build on the national call to serve, creating a unique, bipartisan, multi-presidential legacy. As president, my father honored the extraordinary acts of service carried out by ordinary people all over the country through the Daily Point of Light Award, which he established from the White House, and which is still highlighting laudable deeds 30 years later. Last year, we added prestige to our recognition programming by staging our inaugural George H.W. Bush Points of Light Awards, a hugely successful gathering. It's sad that we can't gather in person, but we are excited to honor my father's legacy tonight by celebrating people who exemplify the values he upheld every day of his life: integrity, empathy, compassion, respect, optimism, and selfless service to others. This year's honorees are bright points of light. May their stories inspire us all to do all we can to help others. Thank you.
Individual points of light use their time, talents, and treasure for the benefit of others, their communities, and causes that they care about. Each one of us can be a point of light by giving to the causes we care about during these unprecedented times. The need has never been so great. 80% of nonprofits have less than 3 months of financial cushion in the bank. And people who used to donate to nonprofits are now standing in line to receive their services. Nonprofit organizations that help with food insecurity, homelessness, and job retraining are seeing demand like never before. And we know that they play a critical role in partnership with government and the private sector to drive research and medical breakthroughs to help address this pandemic. And if that is not enough, we all need to remember that the nonprofit sector is the 3rd largest private employer in our economy. They are our neighbors and family members. We must provide support now by giving our time and finding new and safe, innovative ways to volunteer for these organizations. Points of Light engages 5 million volunteers in 14 million hours of service each year. And this happens in communities around the world through our global affiliate network in 200 cities across 37 countries and in partnership with thousands of nonprofits and corporations. Now their work is more important than ever. For example, throughout this global pandemic, 76% of our global affiliates have been designated as essential services, meeting the most immediate needs in our most vulnerable communities. As we celebrate our 30th anniversary, President Bush's vision of 1,000 points of light lives on in each of us and the actions we take each day. We're grateful for your support that enables Points of Light to fulfill our mission and the President's legacy. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's always such a treat to hear about all the great work happening through Points of Light and its global network. And I can't help but get a little emotional when my cousin Neil talks about his father. President George H.W. Bush instilled in everyone in our family the value of serving others. I hope that all of you are feeling inspired right now to do something, to take action and to drive change. Your support is critical, and your generosity is what Points of Light depends on. So please remember to find it in your heart to help our organization thrive. Text CELEBRATE to 80888 to donate now. We'd also like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and recognize their generosity and support. Our presenting sponsor this evening is the Embassy of the State of Qatar and His Excellency Masal bin Hamid MJ Al Tahani has a special message to share with us tonight.
They say great leaders are born of adversity, and this year has had no shortage of that. As Americans do the hard work to address the abundant challenges of 2020, from the novel coronavirus to the wildfires, hurricanes, and other disasters, we have watched ordinary people step up and make extraordinary things happen. Above all, this has left me inspired and honored by the opportunity to be joining you tonight. Thank you for the sacrifices you make and for your continued efforts to uplift those around you. It is a pleasure to be a part of such a giving community, and I look forward to seeing all of the impactful work you will continue to do.
It is my absolute pleasure to introduce you to the incredible dynamic duo of Shreya and Isha Venkat, recipients of this year's George H.W. Bush Points of Light Award. These teenage sisters are a force to be reckoned with, and their commitment to helping end homelessness and hunger is undeniably awesome. After launching their Newer Environment Starts Today program, the Venkats have had a major impact on their community by raising awareness and inspiring the next generation to be engaged.
Almost everyone has crossed paths with someone who is homeless at one point in their lives. We've been sightseeing, and so when we were coming back, we approached a traffic light, and at the street corner, there was a homeless man, and he was holding a sign that said, "Hungry, need food." And so on instinct, we looked in our car and we were like, oh, we still have a banana and a granola bar. And we gave it to him, and you could really see the true gratitude in his eyes. Since we were young, giving back to the community was something we did often with our family. Our mom would bring us to volunteer with her at school and community events back in elementary school. And that was when we were first introduced to the world of community service. I think that's what was key. We were so passionate about volunteering right from the beginning.
So by creating Nest for Us, we could share our passion for serving those in need and being kind to others, and ultimately harness the power of community to create lasting change.
We started off with our Nest Food Redistribution Program, and then branched out to our Nest Tutors free tutoring program, Nest Cares Care Package program, Nest Buddies Birthday in a Box program, and Nest Inspires, which is our leadership program.
When you first give back, you realize that you're creating a better world for someone somewhere, and that's an amazing feeling. There's truly nothing else like it.
When we first formed Nest for Us, it was just us, two kids with a simple goal, to help those in need in our community. Now, 4 years later, our team consists of 1,000 volunteers who have contributed over $450,000 in value of volunteer hours.
You can be a point of light for someone else, simply by lending a helping hand. Every act of kindness, no matter how big or small that action may be, makes an impact and sparks change. It's a privilege to receive this recognition from Points of Light among such distinguished honorees. We'll take this award as a motivation to continue making an impact in our community and our world.
Incredible. How incredible are they? I've recently started taking my 7-year-old daughter, Mila, with me to volunteer. And my hope is she'll follow in the footsteps of young leaders like Shreya and Isha and help change the world. We know that young people are leading change in communities everywhere. This generation is committed to justice, equality, sustainability, and just making the world a better place. We have seen that throughout the last several months during the pandemic and the uprising and the demand for social justice. In fact, people from all walks of life and all ages have been inspired and compelled to act this year.
Now it's time to shine a light once again on some of our brightest and best examples of individuals making incredible contributions to their communities.
I have been working with the Community Society of New York since 2013. They call me up and I go directly to a school. They select certain students for me to work with. And those students will work at 2 levels. One is the basic academic, but also in my conversations with them, my main thing is to motivate them, to get them, to inspire them. I think that, it's a circle. So as somebody helped me, I help somebody, and so on and so forth. So that is one of the reasons why I'm doing this volunteering work, and I like it very much.
I'm a fire captain for the city of Las Vegas, and one of my fraternity brothers reached out and asked if I could provide lunch one day for the National Guard, the UNLV PD, the medical students, everyone that were initially starting this drive-through testing, and it was in its infancy at that point. So I challenged myself to get 5 days of meals, as well as I had another partner that was able to bring an ice cream truck down for 2 other days. At the end of the day, we're going to get through whatever times we are going through right now, whatever you're going through right now. Find ownership in something and find a reason for wanting to be better. And if everyone does that, we can create a better, more holistic world.
Venenova is a nonprofit which aims to make sure that every citizen can use their power to do good through volunteering and civic participation. We act as a connecting point between citizens that want to volunteer but don't know where to start or have just a few hours here and there, and nonprofits that have needs but are not quite set up to organize drop-in help. Everything we do is based on the belief that the issues we face are collective issues and we can face them together. The Points of Light Global Network has been really an endless source of support and inspiration, and it's been a very eye-opening experience to realize that what we think are local issues very often are actually global issues.
When the COVID hit United States at the beginning of March, it was very hard for us, and I went on Vietnamese radio and TV station to help the communities to ease the anxiety over what is COVID, the symptoms, and where could you go for testing. I organized that with a lot of help from the community, especially with media and the Vietnamese Culture and Science Association helped me to organize all of this in just 1 week. Caring and loving and giving back to the community is very important, and especially in the pandemic is the call for a physician. As my profession, I'm lucky to be in position to able to help.
If you're as inspired as I am by what we've seen here tonight, then I ask that you join our team. Help Points of Light keep our mission and our programs going by supporting us in any way you can. Thank you.
I mean, I could watch these inspirational spotlight stories all day, just need the Kleenex. It's such a treat to hear from people about what inspired them to do good. If you're as inspired as I am right now, then I ask that you join our team. Help us in keeping our mission and our programs going by supporting us in any way that you can. Thank you.
2020 George H.W. Bush Points of Light awardees, Mark and Lynn Benioff, are the very definition of leading a meaningful life by serving others. Mark and Lynn embrace a life of purpose. They dedicate their time and resources to supporting education and children's health, equality for all, and the environment and sustainability. When Mark started Salesforce over 20 years ago, he created a program for employees to have the time and the resources they need to have an impact on their communities. Mark and Lynn use their platforms to create meaningful change around the world and at home in the Bay Area, and they encourage every individual and company to use their own platforms for change.
I think that the most exciting thing for Lynn and I is that our life is really a life of service, that we're deeply integrated into the communities that we live.
Our communities are stronger when we realize how deeply connected we are to one another and how deeply connected we are to the environment. If you see something or someone that needs help, you have to act.
We want to be associated with businesses that are adding value to the world, that are giving back. We are working to empower not just us, but really all of our employees to get out there and do something for others. You know, each employee gets 4 hours a month, paid time off, or 6 days paid off for volunteerism. We want them to get out there. We want them to give back.
We're very lucky and humbled to be able to support causes that are near and dear to our heart, primarily children's health, family health, and making sure that there is a planet for future generations that is in good condition. The Benioff Ocean Initiative currently has a project that is combating the issue that 275 tons of plastic enter the ocean every hour around the world. That's every hour. So we have partnered with 7 entrepreneurs and teams around the world to innovate on technologies that capture the plastic before it enters into the ocean.
It comes together, doing well and doing good. And that is where our values have created value. We're both so grateful to be awarded the George H.W. Bush Points of Light Award. Every person on the planet, if we were all a point of light, then we can also be deeply committed to improving the state of the world.
Thank you, Mark and Lynn, for your leadership and everything you do. We couldn't be more honored to present you with the George H.W. Bush Points of Light Award. You are certainly pioneering a new age of philanthropy, and the impact that you've made will last for generations to come. And for those generations to thrive, we need to never lose sight of our mission, our vision to improve our world.
This celebration is a great reminder of all of the wonderful work of our honorees, volunteers, essential workers, and others who are doing great things all over the world. But there's so much more for us to do, and it's time to take action. This movement is for everyone, and there's never been a better place and time for us to share our story and to make our vision a reality. Each and every one of us all over the world plays a role in serving our communities. Every one of you can be a point of light, and we ask for your continued support as we make our vision a reality. Thank you all for joining us, and please continue to enjoy our celebration.
Before we wrap up this evening, we want to thank Marie and Andy Unanue and the Mark Cuban Foundation for being key sponsors of tonight's celebration. And we'd like to remind you all that we need your support of Points of Light's mission to inspire, equip, and mobilize people to take the kind of actions you've seen tonight. Please find it in your hearts to make a pledge to Points of Light. Your contributions will ensure a brighter future for us all.
We have one more special guest appearance for you this evening. Please welcome one of the stars of the spectacular Broadway hit Hamilton, and more recently the star of the new Broadway show, Jeanette, our dear friend and Points of Light champion, Miss Ari Afsar, singing from the musical Jeanette, We Won't Sleep.
We've been trying, woman, a child could make it easy, could live in denial. We saw the world end, but it keeps spinning. Whether we're losing, whether we're winning, then they start to fade while we're wide awake and feeling alive. Been staying up late, 'cause we know the stakes are losing the light. We won't sleep, they'll try to get us, but we gon' reach out for love. We won't sleep, no, not till it's over, even with the blurry eyes. Baby, we won't compromise. I dreamed in color when I was younger, painted a picture, one hand in the other. Now I see shadows outside my window, but I won't close them, no, not when we know that they'll start to fade while we're wide awake and feeling alive. Been staying up late, 'cause we know the stakes of losing the light. We won't sleep, they'll try to get us, but we gon' reach out for love. We won't sleep, no, not till it's over, even with the blurry eyes. Baby, we won't compromise, talking for the pride. Say we got no time, though the building's gonna rise. It's not too late to realize we can be the first, not be fooled by words. So we gotta learn how to wake up and change the world. We won't sleep, they'll try to get us. We gon' reach out for love. We won't sleep, no, not till it's over, even with the blurry eyes. Baby, we won't compromise. We won't sleep, no, no, even with the blurry eyes. We won't sleep, they'll try to get us, but we gon' reach out for love. We won't sleep, no, not till it's over, even with the blurry eyes. Baby, we won't compromise.
Thank you, Ari. That was amazing. We especially thank our honorees, the Venkat sisters, Sir Captain Thomas More, Hamdi Ulukaya, and Mark and Lynn Benioff. We'd also like to give a final round of applause and deep appreciation to everyone who was featured in the Inspiration Spotlight videos, and for the hundreds of others who you can read about on the Inspiration Honor Roll on the Points of Light website.
And our gratitude to Blessing Offer and Ari Afsar for sharing your artistic gifts with all of us tonight. and your support at Points of Light. Remember, we together are the hope and the change that we so desperately need. Together, we can do great things. Together, we can change the world. Thank you all, and good night.